him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Schmack-a-macabre, it's time for the only news that matters. And Iron Maiden singer Bruce Dickinson says that he lost his temper when he blasted a fan at and called him a Greek cunt and a fucking cocksucker for lighting a flare during the band's concert in Athens, Greece, less than 2 years ago. The incident occurred on July 16, 2022, as Maiden launched into the 10th song on its set, which is Number of the Beast, and at the Olympic Stadium. After singing the opening line of the track, Bruce noticed the flare lighting up and immediately burst into an angry rant, apparently concerned that the smoke from the flare would negatively affect his singing voice. He said, "The cunt with the fucking flare. I gotta sing up here. You know, you fucking cocksucker, you Greek cunt. All right, I've got to fucking sing, all right? Fuck you." As Bruce's bandmates continued playing the opening riff of the Number of the Beast, he apparently briefly left the stage in hopes that the smoke would clear up. However, when Dickinson eventually resumed singing the song, he was notably off time and not in sync with the rest of the group. Dickinson addressed the incident during a new interview with Sakis Fragos of the rock hard Greece about his upcoming solo album, The Mandrake Project. Asked about his response of the flare at the concert, Bruce said, "Oh, the guy swinging his thing and everyone else, you know what? I probably got his nationality wrong. I lost my temper because it was that activity is just very strange, very small minority of people do, so selfish and so disturbing. They think it's really cool. Actually, it's not about the band. It's about the audience. It's about them drawing attention only to themselves and damaging the people around them who have this thing, that's extremely toxic thing flying around. Of course, if you happen to be asthmatic or if you have, some lung conditions, oh well, we don't care about them. We just fill the place with smoke because it makes me feel important." That's their attitude. It just annoys the hell out of me. Anyway, yeah, I lost my temper. I shouldn't have called him a Greek cunt. I should have just called him a cunt. Dickinson has a history of publicly bashing fans and security at Maiden concert if he feels like they are out of line. Back in 2019, he stopped a Maiden show midway through to slam a Tacoma, Washington venue for a violent and bloody incident in the crowd from which he claimed the venue's security was to blame. In 2012, Bruce called out a fan at an Indianapolis show who had just been texting for 3 straight songs. In October 2022, Dickinson also called out fans who allegedly smoked cannabis during an Iron Maiden concert in Anaheim, California. He said, "There are so many fucking people smoking so much fucking dope down here. I'm amazed you can even see." And poor old Steve Harris, I don't know if you know, but he absolutely fucking hates marijuana and the smell of it, all right? So when he's trying to play bass, it fucks him up, and it fucks me up. I'm the singer, all right? All right, yeah, Bruce. Bruce is a twat. I mean, yes, I know there's a lot of Maiden twats out there that no matter what Bruce does or says, I will still back Bruce. He's right because he can fly a plane. He can build a dildo. He can fence. It's just, he can get his ex-wife to cheat on him with Nikki Sixx and all this stuff. But all you Maiden squad, seriously, and there's a lot of them out there, you're no match for Kiss twats, all right? You try, and you try very hard, but you are no match for Kiss twats. And then there's Maiden fans that are like, shit, I like all Maiden. I like the later stuff. I like Final Frontier. I like, Empire of Clouds. I like all that stuff. And even I can admit, Bruce is a cunt. See, that to me is a Maiden fan, not a Maiden twat. And I like some of the Bruce stuff, man. I love Number of the Beast and Peace of Mind and Power Slave. I love that. Everything after that, no, it's nowhere near as good as Bruce Dickinson, Accident at Birth and Chemical Wedding, in my opinion. After Power Slave, that's the best thing they've done. Now, there's that Maiden albums that I hear that I absolutely can't stand. Like Final Frontier, I didn't like. I did not like Brave New World. Dance to Death was pretty good. I got a weird taste of, just a few songs here and there. Hell, even the last one. One of the long songs on the last Maiden album I actually liked, The Death of the Celts. And there's a couple other songs. I can pick a couple on with the Book of Souls, whatever. But it's everything from Power Slave down has never, ever been matched to me. And I don't think they've ever matched anything from the first two albums. Though, I'm not a Bruce hater, but I got to tell you, man, the Di'Anno stuff is my Iron Maiden. It's how I discovered them. When Number of the Beast was brand new, I remember hearing it and thinking, this is awesome. But I like the other two more. That's how I'm one of those, just Di'Anno, but I can appreciate a lot of Bruce stuff, especially the first three albums and a couple songs here and there. And Accident of Birth kicks ass. And I think Chemical Wedding is just a tinge better. Not much, but a tinge better, which means it kicks ass. I highly recommend those two albums to anybody, and to me, nothing they did after Power Slave comes close to those two solo albums that he did. Now, I have encountered online a lot of Di'Anno fans that absolutely hate everything Bruce Dickinson has done. Everything after Killers, they don't care for. I'm not that bad. I'm not. But yeah, I will say the Di'Anno stuff is so much better to me because it's like, it's a different band. There's a lot of fire going on in that playing that, I don't hear it. Even the great Clive Burr, I hear his fire in Number of the Beast, but I think already Steve and everybody's not all over the fretboard. Steve Harris is known as this amazing bass player, which he is. But man, listen to what he did on those first two albums, like Innocent Exile and, all that all over the fretboard stuff that I don't think he did afterwards. As fiery and crazy and all over the place, like Phantom of the Opera or Genghis Khan or Drifter, or Purgatory. I don't hear none of that when Bruce Dickinson joined, and when Bruce Springsteen joined too. That was Blaze. And Bruce has always been a loudmouth, and in a way with this whole thing with the flares and stuff, I'm kind of on Bruce's side. Yeah, there may be people in the audience that have lung problems and stuff, and you're gonna smoke the place up. And also, some bloody fight. I can understand that. But pot smoke, really? He's been touring the United States since 1982. Pot smoke is new to you now? Man, in the 80s, it was a big, big pot smoke fest at every damn concert I went to. It reeked the arena, the aroma of pot smoke. It was everywhere, and the band smelled it back then. But Bruce, and I know this ain't a popular thing to say, but I do think that Bruce Dickinson alone, not with the rest of Iron Maiden, Bruce Dickinson did need to get hit by eggs at Ozfest. But just him throwing eggs at Steve Harris and the rest of the band, well, yeah, you should throw it at Janet Gears for, just the way he danced on stage. He needs to be hit by eggs. But no, not Dave Murray, Adrian Smith, Nico, or Steve Harris. They should all have been left alone because Bruce Dickinson is a loudmouth going up there insulting Ozzy on Ozfest, and and then Sharon the Twat had to go and pay people to throw eggs at the whole band, which was beyond lame on her part. It should have just been Bruce, in my opinion. But that's how I feel about the whole thing. How do you feel? Are you a Maiden twat that cannot admit Bruce Dickinson does boneheaded things, or are you like a Maiden fan that loves Maiden and loves Bruce and loves everything that Maiden does and still can accept that singer of that band you love he's a twat? That's how I feel. Well, how do you all feel? Leave it in the comments below, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and and press that little notification bell, and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Iron Maiden with Paul Diano and smack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.